Let's talk about perturbation again, but this time let's talk about something specific, walking in the sea, for instance. So the main question is, how can we simulate this type of perturbation because of waves in various weather conditions? So have a look at this, for instance. Imagine you want to simulate this. You are here at the sea walking, and environment changes as well, like night vision, all different types of conditions you want to simulate. How can we do that? There are lots of examples out there you can find. The submarines would be one, or even the actual ships, cruises, etc. And there are lots of challenges as well. So, for instance, this one, like a fall, and this one might not be dangerous, but imagine the fall happens when you are on you're with the hard surface as well. You hit the hard surface. One solution would be this way, and I'll show you, and then we'll start from scratch how to build it. So what we have done here is we have a boat and we have a wave module from a D-Flow, and a person standing on a platform that's going to be simulating the same motion that a boat, for instance, goes through. So when I start this, let's say engage the system, so they're all connected. When I start this, you can see whatever happens to the boat happens to the platform, and the person also is basically being perturbed. Right, that's the whole idea. You can see it from different angle. You can even change direction of the wave. You can change the speed of the, let's say, the boat. Okay, and even if you look at this inside, you can see quite many other options here. I'll let you explore those options. So let's start over and try to rebuild this. All right. So we had waves, right? We had, you can see here, let's just remove these and that. We had, whatchamacallit, a platform, right? So where is a platform? Platform here. We had a generator, for instance, to generate the motion. We want to have the two scenes. One scene was, you remember we had sky, right? This scene, we have, for instance, environment scene, and then we need another one, which is the boat itself. So let's see if we have the boat, sailboat, for instance. Hopefully this is the one. Yep, that's the one. Okay. And then let's bring this one here, the sailboats, and then we need to make some changes, like make it a bit slightly higher so that the waves, basically, when it touches the waves, it will go up and down. But if you start it, for instance, you engage the system and start it, you see that nothing happens to the boat, right? So there's something here we need to do, is collision in y direction, constrain y position to collision surface. So whenever it touches basically that surface of the waves, it acts like a collision. Alrighty. And then we want to move it slightly here as well. Let's say in z direction. Okay. So that we have, okay, that's good. Let me see the both platform and that one. And this is connected, this is connected. And we want the generator, for instance, to provide sort of different types of, let's say, times and times, let's say 2. Okay, so that would be the speed I would like to see. And let's just close this one. From channel 1, go to the object's z direction. So you can see that how fast it goes. You can see that. If you reduce this one, let's say 1, see the speed here and the type of up and down that you can see. All right. So let's bring it back, and let's bring back everything. Let's say bring back everything here, the platform there. So we had motion capture as well. Motion capture, you want to bring a file. I was bring motion, for instance, and you want to go file, marker, label. I think we had about 60 something, and then HPN model, female it. it was female, and if you start it, it doesn't work, probably because of some threshold we may need sometimes. Let's check everything is fine. This is fine, this is fine. Okay, that's normally okay. Where is the mocap? Mocap is here. HBM. This is correct, this is correct. And if we start it and then calibrate it, sometimes doesn't work because sometimes it doesn't get the weight, but that's all right. You can start over like that. Usually, if you're working in the system, that should be okay. But because I don't work on a system, these things would happen. Anyway, that's your quiz. You can double check what things can be done. So basically, we recreated it. So you can start doing now, adding different parameters to the wave, and that I showed you before. For instance, add a slider here. Let's add a slider. Let's call this direction. Okay, direction. And then from minus 180 to 180 degrees, okay? And that is going to be going toward, see, we have got direction here, direction, direction, and this one goes to direction, it understood. And then you see when I change this, for instance, you notice that everything is aligned, right? You see that the changes happens to the waves here, right? The direction of the waves, right? So you can do all sorts of things, adding different types of parameters here, different types of parameters here in the generator. I just try to be as quick as possible and basically understanding how we can simulate. You can see, so you can walk on the sea as well. So the perturbations happen. So, and whatever happens to the boat happens here to our subject as well. So hopefully you enjoyed this one and try to recreate it and let us know how you liked it. Thank you.